No cartoon has surprised me quite as much as the Netflix original Centaurworld did. The 2021 animated television series got 2 seasons and was very shockingly a mature, story-driven musical series. The show brought in some big-time Broadway names, such as Kimiko Glenn and Jesse Mueller to portray some of the main characters. And they even featured a few surprise celebrities in minor roles, who are no stranger to singing and voice acting. 2 of those people are Scott Hoying from Pentatonics and Flula Borg. So, with that great cast providing some even greater musical numbers, it's high time we rank the top 10 songs from the show. Now, I did rank some of the songs back in 2021, shortly after the show came out, but after 3 years, my opinions on many of the pieces have changed. So, let's jump right into it with number 10. We've Been Watching You is not really a great song, like song-wise. What gets in the top 10 is because the song is led by Scott from Pentatonics, and other than his one role as a blobfish in Summer Camp Island, he hasn't had any other voice acting roles, and he does a great job. Also, this song, in quote, just makes me crack up. The lyrics are so ridiculous and meta. It breaks the 5th wall, but it also, doesn't, since it writes it into the story, but it goes on to talk about shipping characters and fandoms and even names of episodes from the show. It's just so bonkers. The wacky concept for the song alone may have allowed the song to make the list, but since one of my favorite musical artists is in it as well, I think it definitely deserves a spot here. Welcome to the jungle! My favorite part about Welcome to the Bay is hearing the addicting British vocals and accent of Rosalie Craig. I just love it so much. She nails voicing a weird English whale centaur thing. No one could do it better. This is also a perfect example of how Centaurworld uniquely combines super bonkers visuals and concepts with a surprisingly deep and complex message. This also, and I'm being completely truthful here, might just be the single Centaurworld song that gets stuck in my head the most often. The amount of times I find myself singing, "Hello, hello, it's nice to meet you," in an accent just like that is insane.
American women all love accents.
We do, because we don't got none.
Comfortable Doug. Number 8 on this list, but number 1 in my heart. There's no reason, and I mean literally none whatsoever, for this song to go as hard as it does. But Doug as a character doesn't really add too much to the overarching plot, but my guess is that Flula and the Centaurworld crew just fell in love with him, and really, the entire world did. So they just plopped him into the show as much as humanly possible. Now, while Flula Borg is certainly more of a voice actor than he is a singer, song is still pretty great, but it really is his charm and charisma that places this song in the top 10. He's just so enjoyable to listen to. When he says, "I've always been called Comfortable Dog because that is my name," literally peak writing and comedy.
It's a road called Rainbow Road. It's a road we're all gonna go. It's a road called Rainbow Road. It's got Princess Peach, Mario, and the Toad.
Everyone's least favorite Mario Kart level is coming in here at number 7. Hello Rainbow Road did get the silver medal in my previous 2021 ranking, but I think this time around I recognize the excellence of some other numbers a bit more. That being said, I still dig Hello Rainbow Road. It's the first song of the show that truly feels like a Broadway musical piece, as opposed to a goofy intro song or a solemn lullaby. I suppose now is as good a time as any to gush about Kimiko Glenn's performance here. Her role as Horse is done masterfully, and her resume is so impressive from her involvement in animated shows, live action shows, and musical theater. Shout out Kimiko Glenn, she really is one of the greats. Fragile Things is coming in here at number 6, and I do think it's slightly better than Hello Rainbow Road. I think that is because it does have a more fun and exciting instrumentation attached to it, with Womawing's soft acoustic sound contrasting brilliantly with Horse's heavy electric guitar. And then when they come together and harmonize, it is fantastic. Also, this is Womawing's introduction song, as she is voiced by the amazing Megan Hilty, known for her role of Glinda on Broadway's Wicked. And funnily enough, while she was Glinda, guess who was Elphaba? Eden Espinosa, aka Cassandra from Tangled the series. It is crazy how many amazing Broadway stars make their way to animated voice acting. And don't worry, I'll rank the Tangled series songs in just a little bit. I've Been Searching for You was previously my definitive number 1 song of the show, and honestly I consider it one of my favorites. It's the first song of the series where Mueller and Kimiko sing alongside each other, and it's so crazy how beautiful they sound joined up. The song serves as the precipice of the season, as the big reunion number that really does not disappoint. The great story beats of the scene are paired with some of the show's most gorgeous instrumentations. Because of the narrative and the two incredible names attached to the song, it really could be thrown in there with a handful of Broadway musical numbers, and people may not even bat an eye. It's that good.
Rock-a-bye baby on the treetops. Is that not weird? Anybody out here? Are you guys... The baby's in a tree!
Ryder's Lullaby is a beautiful piece that adds to one of the best cold opens of any show that I have ever seen. The lullaby that Jesse Mueller's Ryder sings serves as a fantastic serious ballad that contrasts heavily with the wacky upbeat pieces of the location of Centaurworld. This truly is a standout song in this show, and I confirm that it melds together fantastically with Stolas' You Will Be Okay, two songs of loving companions reaffirming their adoration, love, and protection that they'll show towards the ones they love the most. So, it's a pretty good formula for a song if you ask me.
I feel stabby!
From one lullaby to another, I never would have thought years ago that this one would trump Ryder's, but here we are. Last Lullaby, Part 1, is so amazing, and I'm so sad I wasn't able to see that years ago. The song is so brutal, as our mysterious woman character sings her version of the Nowhere King's melody, as she reminisces of what could have been if only the circumstances were slightly different. The song ends better than every song on the show. I get goosebumps with every listen. Hearing our girl say, "You will die and so will all your lies," and then proceed to do what she swiftly does, it's just wild to watch. This song caps off what is a beautifully brutal season.
I'm not feeling good.
Another song I somehow failed to include in my 2021 ranking. I don't know what High School Cole was thinking, because Nothing Good is a top 3 song from this show. I'll say here first that I am confident that this song would be number 1 if it were a bit longer. What it does have is that good. Lea Salonga absolutely nails it, which is no surprise coming from the singing voice of both Jasmine and Mulan. Its chorus is fantastic. All it needs to have is a B verse in there. However, because the animated episodes are short, and they are due to being a cartoon on Netflix, the length of the songs expectedly take a hit, so you can't be too harsh in that department. I can still recognize that if it did have that extra bit of runtime, it would claim the top spot on this list. But because it doesn't, there's a piece I had to put just above it.
Singing and laughter will die.
The Nowhere King is a perfect villain with a perfect song in what is an imperfect show. The song has an eerie feel that sets itself apart from every other song in the show's soundtrack. What really makes it something special is just how beautiful the song's creepy vocals harmonize together. The harmonies in this piece are flawlessly done, and hearing these insane lyrics like "Singing and laughter will die" and "He sees the light leaving your eyes" with those amazing harmonies, it's just so fun. Now, I know I said Nothing Good was only at number 2 because of how short it is, except this song is actually a good bit shorter, only coming in at 1 minute and 15 in length. So my explanation is a little tainted here, but if you've watched this show, you know that this song and this character truly are in a league of their own. So yeah, those are my rankings of the top 10 songs from the Netflix original animated show, Centaurworld. If you have yet to watch the show or listen to any of these songs, I would highly recommend it. Don't let the goofy title and even goofier characters and setting scare you away from just how unbelievable this show's story and soundtrack are. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite song from Centaurworld was. I'm sure you have some different thoughts than me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Cartoon Cabbage Patch.